When people go into cardiac arrest, they deserve a fair shot at survival, regardless of their gender. Women are less likely to receive early treatment and more likely to die when they experience an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, and the LifeSaver seeks to address this. 350,000 Americans go into cardiac arrest in public or in their homes every year, and heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. Now, cardiac arrest have no pulse, are not breathing, and are not conscious. They can't ask for help, and without intervention, they will die. Thankfully, there is an intervention called CPR, or cardiopulmonary resuscitation. CPR includes chest compressions to circulate the victim's blood around their body, and an AED to shock the victim. If a bystander can start CPR early, before an ambulance arrives, then the victim's chance of survival increases by a factor of 12. CPR is truly a life-saving intervention. Now, all genders can be cardiac arrest victims, yet women are 27% less likely to receive bystander CPR than men. And because of this, they're 29% less likely to survive an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. Why is this? There's not a physiological reason why this gender disparity should exist. The problem is in perception. People report a fear of touching a woman's chest to do compressions, and a belief that women in cardiac arrest are faking it, that women can't go into cardiac arrest in the first place, or that CPR doesn't work on women. All of these are false. So where do these ideas come from? Well, CPR trainings are heavily male-centric. The training videos played use exclusively male models, and the mannequins practiced on are nearly universally male. In our own CPR classes, we've seen students leave unsure if the skills they learned are applicable to female victims. Our solution is the LifeSaver. The LifeSaver is a female anatomical adjunct that lays on top of a male mannequin to simulate a female torso. The LifeSaver provides a realistic representation for this experience of doing CPR in a female. It is durable and AED compatible, making it easy to maintain for the CPR training center. It can be adapted to fit any existing male CPR mannequin, so training centers don't have to buy a whole new mannequin, and it's cost-effective, so it can be accessible to smaller CPR training centers and communities. And LifeSaver is already improving equity in CPR education and CPR classes taught at MIT and Harvard. We're currently manufacturing more LifeSavers to send out to our 10 partner training centers across the US, who reached out to us requesting to receive a LifeSaver and expressing how useful and needed they feel it is in CPR education for their communities. Our partners will collect student and instructor feedback after using the LifeSaver so we can continue to improve our prototype. After these initial trials, we plan to expand even more to community-based Red Cross and hospital CPR training centers to further increase the accessibility of gender equity in CPR education. To further increase this accessibility, we will be funding no-cost CPR trainings using the LifeSaver to remove the economic barrier to learning this life-saving skill that is CPR. And why do we do this? Well, we want CPR instructors to have the tools they need to empower their students to act in cases of medical emergency, regardless of the victim's gender. We want the LifeSaver, so that all cardiac arrest victims of all genders can have a fair shot at life.